one guest to the next, we've got Al Frangione from representing Lake Tahoe Unified School District, correct?
And the college.
And the college as well. And just during the break, you were telling me about this React team that you guys have set up, and this is a local program. Tell us about that, and it's really involving school safety and security.
That's correct. It's sort of a K-14 solution for both the school district and the college. And it's really something we developed here primarily because the basin is so limited on the amount of law enforcement and fire personnel that we have.
Right.
And so REACT stands for Regional Emergency Action Crisis Team. But what we really focus on is not just the law enforcement piece of it, but trying to get the word out and trying to get quite a bit of coverage with the middle school, the high school, and the elementaries on making sure they understand what's going on in the community, how we intend to address any incident that might occur, but also give them a chance to get their hands on some of the things that we do here in the district, or I'm sorry, here in the basin, related to even search and rescue, even some of the wilderness stuff. We don't know where an event might occur if it were to ever occur. It's not necessarily going to be just on campus.
Right.
So it's just a widespread effort to try to make certain that these folks, the kids in particular, and the adults, understand what's going on and what to do.
How long have you been working with the district here?
Just about a year.
About a year. Has anything ever happened here in the area that you know about?
Relative to the schools, we've had a lot of, the interesting thing about the basin, and I'm reminded of this by the FBI all the time here locally, is for whatever reason, the basin attracts very interesting events. We've had some pretty heavy-duty events over the years, and it's a location where, for whatever reason, it's high profile. Have we had anything specific at the schools? We have minor incidents. We haven't had any major incident, knock on wood.
Yeah.
And that's the intent, is to keep that the effort.
So what are you doing in the proactive stage right now?
So where we're at right now is really, we've got boots on the ground in so much as we're working with each of the campuses to develop. Right now we have several, it's really a multi-layered effect. So we're working on preemptively getting out there and trying to identify folks that might be a problem for us down the road and giving them help and services that they need. Okay. But also currently we have a real need in our campuses to have, if we go into a lockdown, we're going to be in a lockdown for 2 or 3 hours, irrespective of what the event is. So we're developing buckets, trauma buckets, for every single classroom so the students and the teachers have something they can pull from for medical supplies, to sustain them while they're in there, even use the bucket as a way to have a restroom in the room, because that's a real problem for the younger kids. You don't think about that. Empty the bucket, kids, and then fill it. Yeah, exactly.
And so you're just filling, in better words, an emergency kit.
It is.
You don't want to call it that, because you never know if it's actually an emergency. Just be ready.
You might need it, and not to be confused with some of the earthquake buckets we've seen in the past. So this really is a true trauma bucket. Something's going to happen, and we're giving them the tools and empowering them to help sustain themselves for several hours. And that's just one little piece. We've got a whole series of projects planned right now that are in the works that we're looking for funding and trying to figure out how to make these happen.
Right on. So Al Frangione representing the Lake Tahoe Unified School District and the college here. We got to wrap it up. Anything else you want to share with the viewers out there? You got an audience.
I appreciate that. Now, the thing I want everybody to understand is here in the basin, we're focused very, very diligently on making certain that all the players, the school district, fire departments, police departments, even our mental health folks in the valley, in the basin, are all collaborating and really coming up with a solution that we can live with. It's sustainable.
Good stuff, Al. Thank you for coming in and spreading the awareness. We'll have you back in here soon. We will be back with more Tahoe Today live right after this break.